Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about how do we segregate the positive and the negative numbers in a given array. Suppose this is the array 9, minus 3, 5, minus 2, minus 8, minus 6, 1 and 3. We want to segregate. Segregate means what? Differentiate, right? Group the negative numbers and the positive numbers. That means on the LHS we need all the negative numbers, and on the RHS we need all the positive numbers. Okay, the order as of now is not important to me. Now you might say, sir, what is the big deal in it? Sort the array. You sort the array in ascending order. Now what will happen if you sort the array in ascending order? Minus 8, minus 6, minus 3, minus 2, 1, 3, 5, 9. All negative numbers are over here and all positive numbers are over here. Segregated. Right, done. And which sorting algorithm you will apply? If you apply bubble sort, n square time. Selection sort, n square time. Insertion sort, n square time. Okay. Next is quick sort, worst case n square, but average case n log n. Now it is not a sorted array, therefore average case of the quick sort I can take, and it is n log n. If I take merge sort, n log n, and if I take heap sort, n log n, that means you apply quick sort over here, right? Why quick sort? Because it does not use extra space. Even heap sort does not use extra space, but the number of swaps in heap sort are more. That's okay. You can apply heap sort or you can apply quick sort as well, and merge sort you can apply, but it will take an extra space. It will take some extra space. But anyway, time is n log n, right? That's very simple thing. That means the least time which you can do by applying the sorting algorithm is n log n. Now my question is, order is not important, I already said. Now my question is, can we do it in big O n time? Yes. Can you think of doing this in big O n time? We said that if we apply the sorting algorithms, the least time that we will get is n log n. Now my question is, can we do it in big O n time? Yes, we can do it in big O n time. How we can do it in big O n time? Using quick sort. What I am talking? You said just now, quick sort is big O n log n in average case and n square in worst case. Again you are saying apply quick sort. How it is possible? It is possible. Now, the partition technique of the quick sort takes what time? Partition, okay, sorry of the spelling. Partition technique of the quick sort takes what time? Big O n time. Please watch quick sort video before watching this. Partition takes big O n time. Now it is as good as partitioning the array. It is as good as partitioning the array. With what value we want to partition the value? See here. What is a partition index? Suppose this is a partition index. Suppose this is a partition index, any index. All the elements on the left hand side of the partition will be less than this element, and all the elements on the right side will be greater than this element. This is less, and on RHS this would be greater, and RHS this would be greater. Now we need all the negative number over here and all the positive number over here. Therefore, what element it should be over here? Yes, can anyone say? All the elements should be less. That means less means I need negative numbers. Greater means I need positive numbers. What number it should be? 0. Therefore, we partition this array. With what index? With what element? With pivot as 0. Now you might say, sir, 0 is not there. Okay, 0 is not there. What we will do? We will take 0 as the pivot and we will do. It means at the 8th index, 8th element, let me add an element 0. This is not given. This is not the part of input. But I will add 0 virtually, and 0 being the pivot index, pivot is placed at such a position that all the elements on LHS of 0 will be less than 0. All the elements on RHS of 0 will be greater than 0. Now you might ask, how many times we need to run this? Only one time. Because if you run one time, 0 will be appropriate position and all the things are segregated. Therefore, this partition is run for how many times? One time. Therefore, the time complexity will be big O n. Okay, let's see how do we do it. Let's see how do we do it. Now, you say int partition. Suppose you need the partition index. Do we need the partition index over here? We don't need partition index. Therefore, we say void. We don't need partition index. I just want to partition the array. This is the given array, and okay, this is the given array. I want to partition it from the lower index 0 to the higher index n, or I will just say as int n. Okay, int partition this. Now what we will do? We will say int lower limit is equal to 0, higher limit is equal to n minus 1. Fair enough? And what should be the pivot element? Can anyone say? Pivot element now is 0, because with respect to 0 I want to do, not with respect to 3. Fair enough? Now, what will happen? Lower limit is 0, higher limit is n minus 1, whatever it, okay. We have to take a j over here and I over here. This is a partition technique. Now we say for, okay, before that, let me say j is equal to 0. J starts from 0 and I starts from 0 minus 1 is minus 1, because we are doing only for the one time. We are not doing for the second time. And if you want that to happen, you can say j is equal to L, I is equal to L minus 1. L is 0, L minus 1 is minus 1. And then we say for j is equal to L. Now in the previous case, we have gone just before this. Now I have to go till the 7th index. Hence we say j less than or equal to high, j plus plus. J less than or equal to high, j plus. Now j is L, j is 0, 0 less than or equal to 7, yes. Now you have to compare. Is it less than or equal to pivot? That is what we will check it. That is what I write. If a of j is less than or equal to pivot. Now what is a of j? Yes, say what is a of j? 9. What is pivot? 0. 9 less than or equal to 0? No. J plus plus. Now j will come over here. A of j minus 3 less than or equal to pivot? Yes. That means move minus 3 towards the left. And how do we move towards the left? First we say I plus plus. Therefore I will come over here and you swap a of I and a of j. Hence we write swap ampersand a of I ampersand a of j. Okay, that means minus 3 will come over here and 9 will come over here. Again you say j plus plus. The value of j will be over here. 5 less than or equal to pivot, which is 0. No. J plus plus. Minus 2 less than or equal to 0. Yes. Move minus 2 towards the left. Again you say I plus plus. I will be over here. Swap these two. This will be minus 2. This will be 9. See here, all the negative elements are coming towards the left. J plus plus. J will come over here. Minus 8 less than or equal to 0. Yes. Move towards the LHS. Again you say I plus plus. Swap a of I and a of j. This is minus 8. This is 5. Again you say j plus plus. Now minus 6 less than or equal to pivot. Yes. Again move towards the LHS. This is I plus plus. Swap these two. Minus 6 and 9. Again we say j plus plus. Okay. 1 less than or equal to 0. No. Again you say j plus plus. 3 less than or equal to 0. No. Again you say j plus plus. We reach the end. You come out of this for loop and we stop the procedure. You see that the numbers are being segregated in what time? Big O n time. The main thing is use the partition of the quicksort. Use the partition of the quicksort with the pivot being 0, because pivot is such a point that all the elements on LHS of pivot are this is RHS. RHS of pivot are greater than pivot and LHS of pivot are less than pivot. That is what we have done over here. Is that okay? This is how the partition of the quicksort can be done, and this happens in big O n time. Now if you sort, then also it will work. I am not denying that it won't work in sorting thing. It will work in sorting thing, but the sorting takes n log n time and it takes only n time. Is that okay? Now n is less than n log n. Suppose n is equal to 1024. I just assume that n is 1024. Now this algorithm will take 1024 operations. this algorithm, because this is big O n, it will take 1024 operation, and if it is n log n, how many operations it will take? 1024 log 1024 to the base 10. Now this is 1024 log 1024 to the base 10 is 10. It will take 10240, 10,000 operations, and it will take only 1000 operations. That means it is 10 times faster than the sorting things. This partition program, whatever we have written, is 10 times faster than if you have written the same code using the complete quick sort, which would have sorted the complete array. And if it had sorted the complete array, of course the numbers would have been segregated, but rather than that, we use the partition, which takes just big O n time. Now let's see the variation of this, and then we will see how do we solve the variation of that algorithm. Thank you. Let us see the variation of the previous question. You have to segregate the positive and the negative numbers with the relative order being maintained. Now what do I mean by this? This is -3 should come over here, -2, -8, -6. Then the positive number should be in order again, 9, 5, 1, 3. Now the sorting algorithm doesn't work over here, right? If you sort, this is not the array what you get. This is not 9, 5, 1, 3. You will get some other array. Now if the relative order should be maintained, we have to use the stable sort technique over here. Is that okay? Now you cannot use the unstable sort. We have to use the stable sort technique. Now what are the stable sort? Are you getting it? Unstable means the relative order is not maintained. And the unstable sort techniques is only the quick sort is unstable, and rest all the sort, whatever the techniques we have studied, are the stable sort. And in that, the first one is the bubble sort, which will take n square time, selection sort n square time, insertion sort n square time. Quick sort is unstable, gone. Next we have is the merge and the heap. Now that means either we can use the merge sort or you can use the heap sort. But heap sort, the number of swaps are very large. Therefore, we avoid using heap sort as much as possible. Now, heaps are being used for the different questions. I will discuss one question later. The thing is, we can use the merge sort over here. Now, just now I said that you cannot sort it, and again I am saying that you can use merge sort over here. Yes, you can use the merge sort technique with some modification, with some alteration. You can use the merge sort and can get the answer over here. Now the question comes, sir, how can we apply the merge sort over here when the array itself has not to be sorted? When the array itself has not to be sorted, how do I apply the merge sort? I am not going to give you the solution. I am not going to give you the program for this. I will just discuss the solution, and I expect you to write the program for the same, because merge sort already I have written. Inversion count I have written. How do you modify the merge sort and get the inversion count? So in the same way, in the similar fashion, you have to somewhat alter the merge sort, especially the merge function, and get the relative order being written over there. Is that okay? I will just discuss the solution. I will even trace, but the code I expect you to write down. Is that okay? And this is again the interview question being asked. You can go to the Google and you can find it. I mean, not the same question. Of course, it has been built upon a story or something. Let it be. But when you have one-to-one face interviews or something like second round, third round, these kind of questions will be asked for sure. Is that okay? Yeah. Please pause the video and write it down, the input and output. Now I am going to erase this. I will write the input. You write the output. Then we will discuss the solution part of it, and then I will write the major points, but the code you have to do it yourself. Thank you. Let us see how we can apply the merge sort procedure over here. Now what is merge sort? Divide into two equal parts. Again I am saying, why not quick sort, sir? Because quick sort is unstable. Thank you. Okay, and now this is 9 minus 3 5 minus 2 0 1 2 3. 4 elements. Divide it again into two parts. This is 9 minus 3 RHS. I will commit later. 0 1, and on RHS we have 5 minus 2 2, 3. Again not one element, divide it further, 9, and this is minus 3, this is 0, 1. Now we have one array element. Now this is the left array. What is the left array we have? We have only one element as of now, this is 9, and we have one more array element. What is it? Minus 3. This is 1. Fair enough. Now you have to write answer in the given array itself. Okay, let me, we have to merge it. Now while merging, what is the thing that we want to do? We want to segregate the negative numbers and the positive numbers. We want to segregate it. Now if we want to segregate the negative numbers and the positive numbers, what we have to do? It means if they both are of same sign, that means how do we know that both are of same sign? You think it, you do it. You watch my YouTube video as well, how to find the two numbers are of same sign. It's being I have done in the C programming part of the thing. I will send you the link as well along with this video. How do you know that the two numbers are of the same sign or of the different sign? You can use XOR. I'm just saying that. Okay, read it me. Now if they are of same sign, that means either both are negative or both are positive. Fair enough. And if both are of different sign, it means you have to segregate it. Order does not matter over here. Why? Negative numbers should come on LHS, positive numbers should go on RHS. The order does not gets important when we have negative and positive numbers. The order gets important when you both have positive numbers, when you both have the positive numbers, or when you both have the negative numbers. Now since the sign are of different sign, you can merge into the sorted array as minus 3 and 9. This becomes index 0 and 1. Is that okay? Now again, now see here, this is 5, this is minus 2. This is at index 2, at index 3. Now what is on the left subarray? It is 5. And what is on the right subarray? It is minus 2. Now again, since they both are of different sign, changing the relative order does not impact. When it impacts, when they are of the same sign. Now if I merge them, it becomes minus 2 and 5. I'm sorry, this is minus 2 and this is 5. This is index 2, index 3. Now these two are sorted subarrays, again I have to merge them. Now if I merge, now see here, 0, 1, 2, 3. What is on left subarray? What is on left subarray? It is minus 3, 9. And what is on right subarray? It is minus 2, 5. It is minus 2, 5. Sorry, minus 2, 5. Now you check over here. You have to check these two elements. You will check this way. Minus 3 and minus 2, because this is I. And this, okay, let me write over here, this is I and this is J. Is minus 3 and minus 2 are of same sign? Yes, they are of same sign. That means the relative order matter. And if the relative order matters, whatever is there on LHS, you have to write it. Whether even it might be minus 1, you don't say that minus 1 is less than minus 2. No! Because they both are of the same sign, the relative order will matter over here. Now that means if they both are of same sign, I am writing both of same sign, then what you do? Take from the LHS array. Why? Because LHS appears first and you want to maintain order. Take from LHS subarray. This is the points I am writing. Both are of same sign, take from LHS subarray. Therefore you write minus 3 over here and we say I plus plus. We know that. Now are they both of different sign? No. If both are of different sign, then what you need to do? You have to take the minimum element. Why minimum element? Because you want it to be segregated. Are you getting it? Now both of different sign. What both means numbers. Then take smallest element. Now what is the smallest element? Minus 2. You take minus 2 over here. Fair enough. Next you say J plus plus. Now this is 9 and this is 5. Both are of same sign? Yes, both are of same sign. Therefore, take the element from the first array. That is the LHS array. 9. Now you say I plus plus. You don't say which is less on or. You take which is less only if they are of different sign. Okay. Now you reach the end. Therefore, you take 5 and write here. This becomes the LHS subarray. Now I have to do the same procedure on the RHS subarray. What we have over here? -8, -6, 1, 3, 0. Sorry, what is the index? 4, 5, 6, 7. Now again you have to divide it. When I divide, what will happen? -8 -6. It is what? 1, 3. Again I have to divide it. -8 -6. Okay. Now both are of one element only. Therefore, what should become on the LHS subarray? Yeah, what will come on LHS subarray? It is -8. And what will be on RHS subarray? It is -6. Both are of same sign. Take the element from LHS subarray. Now, what is the LHS subarray? We take it. It is -8. Then we write -6. Needless to say this. Now, this is 1 and 3. Okay, let me write over here. This is 1 and this is 3. Now, what is on the LHS subarray? It is 1. And what is on the RHS subarray? It is 3. Both are of same sign. Take from the LHS subarray. And what is from the LHS subarray? It is 1. Then it becomes 3. Now you have to merge these two. Now when you merge these two, see here what will happen. LHS subarray will be -8 -6. And what will be RHS subarray? 1 and 3. Okay. Now when you merge, this is where I will be, this is where J will be. Now, are they both of same sign? No, different sign. Take the minimum element. What is the minimum element? -8, I plus plus. Are they both of same sign? No, take the minimum element. Next, here, both are of same sign? No, both are of different sign. Take the minimum element, which is -6. Again, I plus plus. Now, I reach end, whatever is there over here, you copy it, 1 and 3. Now you have to merge these two. Okay, let's see how does the merge happens, and the final result will look like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry, it is 4, 5, 6, 7. My mistake. Okay. Now what is LHS subarray? -3, -2, 9, 5. Let me write over here. -3, -2, 9 and 5. And what is the RHS subarray? -8, -6, 1, 3. -8, -6, 1, 3. Okay. Now, again you have to take two index, I and J. Both are of same sign. Yes, both are of same sign. Take from the LHS subarray. And what is from the LHS subarray? It is -3. Both are of same sign. The relative order has to be maintained. You don't take the minimum over there. Okay, -3 we have taken. Therefore, you have to say I plus plus. Is -8 and -2 are of the same sign? Yes, take from the LHS subarray -2. Again you say I plus plus. Is 9 and -8 are of the same sign? No, take the minimum element -8. J plus plus. Is 9 and -6 are of the same, now what do I say? A sign? No, therefore take the minimum element -6. Again we say J plus plus. Is 9 and 1 are of the same sign? Yes, take from the LHS subarray. And what is from the LHS subarray? 9. And we say I plus plus. 5 and 1 are of the same sign? Yes, take from the LHS subarray, which is 5. I plus plus. Now I reaches end, whatever remains over here you write it, and you see that negative numbers and positive numbers are segregated with the order being maintained, and these two are the important points to make the order to maintain. Is that okay? Therefore, whenever we merge two sorted arrays, the merge sort procedure remains same. Only the merge function, wherever you are writing, you need to, before you write a of k is equal to a of I, or a of k is equal to left of I, or a of k is equal to right of j, you need to check whether they are of the same sign. Take from the LHS subarray. If they are of different sign, take the smallest element, and from whichever the array you take it, you have to increment I plus plus, or you have to increment j plus plus, and at last you have to write the elements from the remaining array. Now you see here all the elements are segregated with the order being maintained. Now see here, 9 appears before 5, 9 appears before 5, 5 appears before 1, 5 appears before 1, 1 appears before 3, yes. Now minus 3 appears before minus 2, minus 2 appears before minus 8, minus 8 appears before minus 6, and it is being done. And what is the time complexity of this? Since we are using the merge sort, it is big O n log n. Is that okay? Can we do better than big O n log n? It's not possible because the relative order has to be maintained. Okay, now you might ask the question, sir, why we can't do the heap sort? In heap sort, the relative order is not at all maintained. Therefore, for this question, the heap sort is not applicable. Is that okay? These are the two important takeaway which you need to write in the merge function of the merge sort. I want you to write the program yourself. Try the program yourself. Thank you for watching this. Let's see the other questions in the next video. Thank you.